Right then, so there are different types of programming paradigms. The low-level programming. Programming is either machine code or assembly language. Low-level languages are often described as being close to the hardware. Low-level languages often produce more efficient programs than high-level languages, although they are harder to learn. Procedural programming is language separated by data and code. Code is usually modularized and a combination of sequence, selection, and iterative constructs. The programmer describes how to solve the problem by specifying the steps to execute a program and the order they should be carried out. So an example of this, of the programming languages, procedural languages are the Python and JavaScript. They describe exactly the sequence and steps required to solve a problem using sequences, so sequence, selection, and iteration. They also use subroutines, so the functions and procedures. They are sometimes called imperative languages. Object-oriented programming, so the C++ and Java, so they treat all items as classes. For example, a car program might include wheels, doors, and engine classes. Classes contain the attributes and methods, so a wheel object might have the attributes radius, color, circumference, and the method turn in the brackets thing, so let's say 17. Then the class, so the class describes shared attributes and methods. It acts as a template for objects which inherit attributes and method from the class. Objects, so are an instance of a class, so they are within a class. Subclass, a class from which other classes inherit characteristics. For example, a vehicle class could be a subclass of the car class. So the vehicle, then the car class. A declarative class, a class which inherits methods and attributes from a superclass. For example, a car class could be derived from a vehicle class. This is an example of inheritance. Inheritance occurs when an object or class has its own attributes and method as well as those from its superclass. Encapsulation means that the data in object can only be accessed via methods from that object. So the last thing is the declarative programming. A declarative program consists of a number of facts and rules about a given subject. Statements can be in any order, so it's easy to add new facts and rules. Executing a program means stating a goal that needs to be achieved. For example, foo x means find all members of foo. Rules are used to relate facts. For example, foo bar x is foo x and bar x is a rule. The computer searches its facts and rules for a solution to a goal. Another example of goal would be foo bar then x, just with the foo bar x. The computer will search for a member of foo and then we'll see if the solution is also a member of bar. If either one of these fails, then the computer backtracks. The key terms are the backtracking is that after finding a solution, the goal goes back and follows an alternative path to try and find another solution. Instantaneously, given a variable a value, so for instance student and the name. Predicate logic, a mathematical proof that asserts whether a given statement is true or false. Satisfying goal, the process of finding the answer to a goal in a declarative language.